Everybody, welcome back to the Village Hidden in the Shed, the official anime podcast of the Shed Network. You are here today with your boy, Sid Floyd. And the cheap Cherokee. And the cheap Cherokee. And you already know who that is. My cousin, the Blue Beast of the East. Yo, yo, yo. And it wouldn't be the Village Hidden in the Shed if we weren't here today with the man, the myth, the mother effing legend. Pickle Pat the Thinker.
I be thinking.
He be thinking.
I do be thinking.
He be thinking and shit.
Saying.
And,
licking.
All right.
We got a special episode.
This is the first time that this is our first episode outside of the first season.
Yes.
It's a new season we're doing. This is a
new little
crossover.
Season. A little
crossy.
Yeah,
this is our first episode that's not specifically Naruto.
To Shippuden. Mm-hmm. That's pretty crazy.
That's right.
Monumental moment right here. We're doing a crossover. What are we calling this? So what? We can't call it What If because that's kind of biting Marvel.
Shippuden piece.
The Shedverse is pretty good.
Right, this is what would happen.
Season 2 is the Shedverse. It's any anime. Every anime exists in the Shedverse.
Yes,
absolutely.
Wow.
We live in an anime.
You heard it here first. That's a tagline for our season.
We live in an anime.
We live in a Shedverse.
Every anime exists. Those are all good, actually. If I'm being honest, maybe we should all say them at the same time.
I forgot what I said.
You said we said everyone lives in the Shedverse. Right. You said I live in an anime, and I'm going to say something else different.
All right,
on 3.
Okay.
1, 2. We can't even do that. All right, we got a really dope episode today. In the Shedverse, we're pinning 2 sand users against each other. 2 powerful people, one from Naruto and the other from One Piece. It's Crocodile versus Gaara. Woo! Man, that's crazy. Now, here's the thing. Some people feel really strongly about this. Like, this guy over here answers really fast. Mm-hmm. Some other people, you know, it's like myself, it's kind of like up in the air. What it really comes down to, I guess, is breaking down, like, the differences in the universes and being able to kind of, like...
Breaking down the Shedverse barrier, bro.
Exactly. Yes. Or defining it and fucking getting, like, how do you gauge the power from 2 different anime universes? You know what I mean?
It's
like,
very hard to do.
Something that hits here, like, does it hit the same there? Does, you know, the entire techniques and powers, all that shit, as corny as it sounds.
Hockey
it's like, it's all, it exists in one but doesn't exist in the other.
Yep.
So that's going to be a hurdle, but we got this.
We got this.
So, off rip, Crocodile versus Gaara. Let's set the rules for the fight, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. So, for this fight, we go. Location.
Desert, obviously, Goofies.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously just desert, straight up.
Obviously, it's a desert.
They fight.
Most opportune for both of them. Water not around. Necessarily.
Not necessarily.
There's no water.
But there's a caveat we'll get into.
I like that word.
Cool.
God, that was so good.
Caviar.
Yes.
Yeah. One could say, dude.
Cocaine and caviar. Sorry, bleep that.
I will. Trust me. It is a fight to the death. And I think that it's important to note that we're going with both in their prime.
Yep.
In prime environment, too, for both of them.
Exactly. Yeah. The most opportune, advantageous environment for them to both fight in, if they were versing anyone else, too. But also just in their prime state, which I think is not as important to define with Crocodile as it is to define with Gaara.
Yep.
Because Crocodile's obviously, like, as One Piece progresses, gets stronger and stronger, obviously. But Gaara, there's a
He's
argument.
past his prime, which is
Maybe.
arguable.
There's the argument of whether or not Shikaku, the One Tail, makes
Boruto
him...
Gaara is stronger than ever, right?
Yeah. He's crazy OP. But so that being said, though, there is an argument where is he stronger with the One Tail and the power of a tailed beast? And that argument will come into play whether we rule it in or out. Because I kind of think that it's important to talk about. Because even though he may or may not have it, I think obviously he's left with residual abilities. So I think it still comes into play regardless. But what do you guys think? Prime Gaara with or without the One Tail?
Without.
Yeah, we don't need him with it, I don't think. Because I think he's the strongest without it.
And and also it's like, how do you gauge what never did happen?
Yeah, I think the
like,
one tail wasn't a big part of his strength. It was almost like the
It was in a sense.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, but like
they put him in another league as all the other the other shinobi his age,
at a young age
by far, and older.
But only when he transformed, which then wasn't really him.
No,
No,
not
the fact that he has a tail beast gives him more chakra.
Yeah,
which is
for sure.
Another
Like,
thing
I
we have
mean,
to
I
get
guess
into because eventually everybody runs out of chakra.
Well, yeah, when he fought the Rock Lee and the Chunin, it kind of really showed how good he was.
Yeah,
but he still was able to, And then when he fought Sasuke and he transformed, was that him?
But he
it was like a half transformation, right?
Yeah, that was. It is. It's like not.
If that's him, then that's kind of a cool state that he could do.
It is a thing because he did it when he killed the dude from the Sound Ninja on the roof. When he was like up there, he just transformed like in half of Shikaku, and was just. But that's not a tailed beast state. So it's
kind
like,
of.
It's not though.
Yeah.
No, well, he's in that state. That would be
because that would be the equivalent to Killer B using a tentacle.
No. But also Killer B was
a couple of
able
them
to turn into his Bijou. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
So only perfect Jinchurikis
Gyoku?
can Gyoki.
Yeah.
He's the only perfect Jinchurikis can transform.
It's not Moo.
No.
Only perfect Jinchuriki can transform into their tailed beast.
Of course.
Which is actually a couple could, surprisingly.
Yeah, but I don't think he was one of them. He wasn't considered a perfect Jinchuriki.
800.
No.
Hell no.
Gaara, the dude we're talking about.
No. But was he close? Was he close to it?
No, the only thing that he had,
Shikaku's
which actually,
a dumbass
yes,
too.
No. You know why he was close to it? And I'll say this is because of the possum technique. Is when he falls asleep, everything but the head of Shikaku becomes Shikaku,
and
the very front of it is just Gaara's like body, and the rest of it is it's like 99.9% Shikaku,
and it's like the will of Gaara, kind of.
No, it's a will of Shikaku.
No, it's just him.
He's a murderer.
I know. He's like hanging off
he
the
takes
fucking
over
head of
because
him.
they don't have a good relationship. He's a very imperfect.
But he does
Jinchuriki
it
in that regard.
Well, who has ever in the show has anybody ever had a relationship with Shikaku?
Yes.
Gaara gets one, and
no, the monk.
Yeah,
original.
but they didn't really
Jinchuriki.
have a great.
No, they did. At the end of it, he was the one that got Shikaku to respect him because he was never.
He stayed with him in the teapot.
Yeah, in the teapot, and he was never affected by the people, by him. Even though they just lived in the teapot for 80 years.
Okay.
But that being said,
so are we giving him Shikaku or not?
No, he doesn't.
I don't think Prime Gaara is with Shikaku.
He needed him, but Prime Gaara doesn't have him.
No Shikaku.
Yeah. So we got Prime Gaara versus Prime Crocodile.
Yeah.
Takes place in the desert. No water around necessarily. Fight to the death. Go ahead, Pat. Who do you think?
Crocodile's kicking Gaara's ass.
Oh my God,
Not
it comes
even
out
close,
strong.
He's kicking his ass.
You feel the opposite, Mike.
I feel opposite way. Like I don't feel as strong as he feels, but I feel opposite for sure. Gaara definitely wins.
It's the fact that I
Easy.
think that people think that Gaara can control Crocodile Sand. I think that just the One Piece verse and the power level, like there's no way it's that easy to control Crocodile, bro.
We're doing full on Gaara, Prime Gaara, all his jutsus, everything, right?
Yeah.
And then we're doing Crocodile. Yeah, he's got his devil fruit, and he's got
Which is insane. Which is an insane. devil fruit. There's
but
no
Gaara
limits to.
Gaara has no limit to how much sand he controls.
I think he definitely does have a limit.
We've seen that he can control the amount of sand that covers a whole village.
Yeah.
So if Crocodile makes a sandstorm that he can no longer control, what's to say that Gaara can't control that?
That's true. Actually, when he goes to destroy Alabasta a couple times, or they reference this in the manga and in One Piece, where he's able to create these sandstorms, he's not even able to control them at a certain point.
He loses them,
and it's a sandstorm that's big enough to destroy the town.
There was towns destroyed by
the city. Yeah, exactly. So
yeah.
that being said, though, he would lose control of that, where Gaara was able to control the amount of sand to cover the entire town and stop an explosion.
And then move.
But that's not necessarily a sand. That's not a sandstorm. I see why Crocodile would lose control of a sandstorm.
Because he's affecting the actual weather.
100%. That's wind.
Yeah, 100%. But that being said, is you're still using an ability that reaches a certain magnitude where you lose control of it, where we've seen examples of Gaara using something of a similar magnitude in size and stature
With less
and force and being able
I
to
think
do
Crocodile
it.
could
easily
have done
control
exactly what Gaara did, though.
I'm not saying that he couldn't have. But all I'm saying is, for what we've
there
seen,
is a limit to Crocodile because they says it that he has a limit to his sandstorms where they get out of control.
That specifically says sandstorm.
Right.
All right, you're talking
about
one move
that.
However,
he can do.
in the desert, it is known that Crocodile has like pretty much no limit to it.
But Gaara would also have no limit.
Exactly.
So I feel like that's kind of...
You don't think Gaara has a limit, like, whatsoever?
In the desert?
Like, even if, don't get me wrong.
Compared to Crocodile?
He's moving a lot of sand.
So
but just the fact that he uses chakras, using ninjutsu, like, you don't think there's, like, a limit?
So what do you think that... Okay,
but what's Crocodile's limit then at that point?
I don't know. I don't know what his limit is.
So that's what it is.
That's
it's
what nobody
controlling
knows.
sand or being sand. Because Crocodile is able to control sand because he is sand.
Yes.
Gaara is able to control sand because he has control over sand.
He has ninjutsu.
Yes. Ninjutsu also. If we were going to factor in jutsus, the list of Gaara's jutsus is almost... It's
100%, but his jutsu, so most of Gaara's moves, nothing to do with sealing. Is
sand.
But that's Crocodile can do all of that.
Yeah, Crocodile doesn't have listed moves the same as ninjutsu is used, but he is able to do very similar shit.
So let's talk
but
about
ceiling though. Oh no, my bad. You just
ceiling,
said that.
yeah,
You just said ceiling though is a
it.
huge part of it.
100%.
Because obviously Sand Coffin is Gaara's like signature move.
And that's the barrier we have to break is ninjutsu going to hold a person who is sand?
Logia Devil Fruit is essentially what we're talking about. Is someone who's able to control an element versus...
I don't want to get into that yet. I think that's later.
Okay.
I think, so fighting wise, taijutsu or whatever you want to call it,
start
fighting hand to hand.
Crocodile can't touch Gaara.
But Gaara can't touch Gaara either. I mean, Gaara can't touch Crocodile either, right?
Well, no, I mean that's the sense of if Crocodile touches Gaara, Gaara's dead.
There is no taijutsu.
But his ultimate defense shown in Naruto can't be touched.
That's not taijutsu. You're bringing up though. Let's say if you're going by what you're saying.
But I'm talking about
by what you're saying.
Gaara can get punched in the face.
But I mean hand-to-hand combat within their realms of where he has control over the sand and like Gaara.
So that being said, because that obviously is the reality of the fight. But if you're gonna break down like in levels of it, say like how diligent they are in taijutsu, right? If this was a hand-to-hand combat where they were fighting hand-to-hand and it got past that point, Crocodile would win.
But Prime Gaara's taijutsu was phenomenal.
You're right, because he trained with...
Because he trained for
what's his name? What was the dude? Shira. Because he trained with Shira. So his taijutsu did step up. But the only thing is he can't make
Crocodile
contact
would dehydrate
with
him. He can't touch
but that's
Crocodile.
what I'm talking about. If we're going to talk about that, I do want to talk about that too, but that also goes along with his ultimate defense. If they're just fighting hand to hand, but they're fighting hand to hand, just boxing,
and you're not using any
Gaara
power.
might box
Gaara would actually probably
then again, but how's he going to touch him?
No. Okay, I'm saying off the basis of taijutsu, Gaara does have more training and would win as Prime Gaara. However,
I'm assuming so.
In practical sense,
but he can't hit him.
He can't touch him.
And then back to the other way though. Crocodile can't hit Gaara because of his ultimate defense.
He could. Like,
but not even. It was.
You're just saying it's not likely.
Because
why can't he? Because you're saying he's not fast enough.
Because he's not. If we're comparing the Shedverse, comparable speeds, people that weren't able to hit Gaara are faster, or just as fast as people in One Piece.
Nah, I think One Piece those mouthfuckers are way.
So you think Crocodile's faster? Like we were saying before,
Crocodile basically in the desert has teleportation.
The only person that could ever touch Gaara is the fastest guy in Naruto, which is like Rock Lee.
One of the fastest.
And Gaara's never been hit before. Ever. Like it was literally noted that he's never been touched.
Madara didn't fuck him up.
Who? Gaara? Yeah, but that's Madara. I'm saying though, up until the Chunin exams and then even past that, he was never touched in Naruto. And that's unheard of. Everybody gets touched. Everyone gets hit. Yeah. And so if he's fighting Crocodile, what makes you think he can touch Gaara? If nobody in Naruto could touch him.
But yeah, but I think that's how fast Crocodile is.
So that being said, is you're comparatively you are. He does have a point in this in the desert. Crocodile would basically kind of have like flying Rasen or flying Rasen.
So he can be sand.
He would be able to
second, and then he's the sand you're standing on. You know what I mean? And he's right on top of you.
Okay.
Or underneath you.
So then it gets to the point of
that's a sinkhole
of who can control the sand better.
So that's the argument now. Because Gaara's ultimate defense not only is not only the spirit sand of his mother's will or whatever, but also his body armor.
I just want to make note though, because Naruto's like the will or soul of people is actually like a real thing.
Same in One Piece.
Okay, yeah.
Very
so that's
much
why
so.
That sand
very much so. People are able to live on through being
devil
dead and shit like that. Like the devil fruit itself is a soul of a demon that's getting passed on. So that being said, though, Gaara's defense outside of the sand that has his mother's will in it or whatever is his body armor. It's sand armor, which is extremely difficult. It's very
Gator cracked it
with a fucking C3 explosion, which is crazy as fuck. But
and Rock Lee cracked it.
Yes,
in Chunin, but that's a young Gaara.
But it's crackable. But also, it's extremely solid defense, and it stops Crocodile from being able to actually touch Gaara.
But isn't that technically sand?
Yes, it is. It is
sand
armor.
So but now, assuming
both.
I'm going off what Mike. I'm going off what Mike just. I'm going off what Mike just said is because that's what he's saying is who controls the sand. So when you get down to it, he actually can't touch Gaara without controlling his sand. And then what you come down to is what's more powerful, Devil Fruit, or the power of his control over sand that he got from the One Tail.
So bringing it back real quick. They really can't touch each other. So now we're figuring out how are they going to beat?
I think Crocodile could touch
But he can't because he's covered. Like physically, he can't. He's covered.
But also
in sand.
with his defense. So I think Gaara can't touch Crocodile because of his Devil Fruit. But also Crocodile can't hit Gaara because of his ultimate defense. Like he'll hit the sand, but it'll be blocked. And if he was to get through it, maybe he'll also have his sand armor. Yeah. So like now what's gonna beat the other guy?
Gaara's sand won't hurt Crocodile.
But also, who's to say that Gaara can control Crocodile? Just because he's sand, what makes you think he can control that sand?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Or does he have to fight?
That's the thing is, would Gaara be able to control Crocodile's body?
I think that's too good to be true, to be honest.
So one point about this: Gaara is not sand. He is a human, whereas Crocodile is no longer human. He is sand.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, Crocodile can never control Gaara.
Yep.
But there's a chance that Gaara can control Crocodile.
But there's also a chance that Crocodile could control all of the sand that Gaara uses to make him so powerful.
And they're fighting over sand.
That's what it really is. And what it comes.
Whoever gets that sand is winning.
But what if Gaara targets Crocodile?
Well, here's the thing. None of Gaara's attacks...
And just grabs his head.
Sealing is the only thing Gaara has
actually do anything, though, because if you're hitting... So what are you doing? You're doing Sand Bullet. You're doing the... Whatever
Sand Bullet is probably the strongest.
Whatever the list of his jutsus is crazy. Yeah. But you do any of those, and they don't... Gaara can't wield Haki. So he can't touch... The only way that he could build,
he'll never hit him.
It won't ever do anything. The only way he could beat him would be by sealing him with like a Grand Mausoleum seal or something like that.
That works.
Because Sand Coffin won't. Because you can't crush him. He's sand. He would disperse out of that shit. Something like a Grand Mausoleum seal. You'd also have to put in the assumption, though, is that the power of a sealing Funjutsu is more powerful than Crocodile being able to control the thing he's sealed in. What's more, so
he's getting sealed and he can, but
that's the only way he could beat him.
If Crocodile's getting sealed, what's to stop him from turning into sand and then just
the ninjutsu part
out of the seal? Out of the seal. Just gets himself out of the seal because he turns into sand.
It would basically be Gaara being able to do it faster than he could and sealing him or whatever the fuck.
But if he can control, that's the thing. If he can control Crocodile, if
his body.
If say Gaara goes to hit Crocodile, Crocodile turns to sand. Boom, he grabs his sand. Then what? Does he have Crocodile? Because he can control sand, and now he has Crocodile's body, and then Crocodile can't turn back to human, or once he does, then all of a sudden Gaara has him.
That's assuming that Gaara's power over his ninjutsu use of magnet release is stronger than...
No, he doesn't have... He has the manipulation of sand, his unique one, remember?
Okay, yeah.
Sand manipulation. That's his unique trait to no one else but him. He can control just sand because it's
from the One Tails.
Yeah, from the One Tails.
Okay, so his ability to manipulate sand is that strong. That's actually a valid point. It's not based on ninjutsu at all. It's the power to control sand. It's literally he was given a devil fruit power. He was given
it was unique.
An ability to manipulate sand. Fucking, that's kind of crazy. He basically got a paramecia fruit. Essentially,
because
he got the Logia joint. Sand. Yeah. That's kind of crazy. So, is his sand manipulation stronger than the sand manipulation of
Well, Rocket? Because Croc can never control Gaara's body, because Gaara doesn't turn to sand.
100%.
Yeah, exactly. But he could be harmed by sand.
He can definitely be harmed by his own sand too.
100%. So that's the thing is, if he had control over Gaara's sand, it would be
a Gaara breathes air.
But like, so, but do we know? That's the thing. We don't know for a fact that he controls himself as sand.
No, he controls
sand.
He
does
everything. Bro.
But he can like use that sand and then makes weapons and stuff.
And then he could also dehydrate the earth and turn it into more sand.
Yes. Yeah. And then if he were to get a hand on, well, that's the thing. They're not going to get a hand on each other.
I don't think it happens like that.
I don't think so.
I think I think
Crocodile can punch him in the face. Bro.
Nah, because he's going to get blocked by the will of his mother.
It's happened before, bro.
Is the will of his mother faster than flying Rajan?
No.
So then he wouldn't, because in the desert, in the spot we're saying this fight takes place, Crocodile literally could teleport.
But does he?
In One Piece, I think he kind of does.
Yeah, I don't know how instantaneous. It depends.
Remember what he did to Akainu, bro? Remember what he did to Akainu and shit? Just literally flying as sand. And now that he's in a desert, bro, he's popping.
I know it's I know, but then it depends. Can Gaara control that sand? Because how does he eventually hit Gaara? That's what he has to hit him.
The only way that he beats Gaara is by controlling sand, because he might not get through. Even if he gets through, like, he would have to crack Gaara's armor on top of getting through the mother's will sand.
Yeah.
And then dehydrate him, whatever the fuck. That I don't know,
or
man.
Or poison him if he could with the hook.
He'd have to get through the sand.
Yeah, he'd have to get through the sand.
Which is like takes an explosion.
Crocodile can't control sand.
Yeah, but it takes an explosion to like get through.
Yeah, but so does Gaara control sand. Yeah, exactly. So they'd be fighting.
So the only way Crocodile could
circles.
win. But the only way Crocodile could win is by controlling Gaara's sand, and the only way Gaara could win is by controlling
Crocodile's body.
Yeah, but we have to make a decision.
So
how do you kill Crocodile then? What would be the way to
water?
But
so here's the thing.
That was
in the hypothetical, Crocodile uses his sinkhole move to try and capture Gaara, and by doing that, how he does that is he reveals,
he can sense.
He accesses the water reserve underneath ground and uses it to create a sinkhole. He does that, gives Gaara the access to water and wet sand, and then he's able to use artificial hockey the same way Luffy did to beat Crocodile.
Yeah,
that's a hypothetical.
If he uses wet sand, then
that's a way that he wins.
It's assuming he's conscious, because if you know what I mean, like he didn't get fucked up. If Crocodile's using the quicksand, the sinkhole technique, then it's because like he can't reach Gaara, obviously, because he's turning the ground underneath him into sand. But that being said, now you're giving Gaara the control over wet sand, which is water is his weakness. It literally makes him, it negates his power, and it comes like as pseudo hockey that you're able to fucking make physical contact with him now. It takes away his Logia power.
What about wind jutsus? Because he knows wind.
Now Crocodile's able to create sandstorms and change the weather.
But what if he blows Crocodile away?
He won't. Not in the desert, bro.
No, because Crocodile can choose when he wants to be sand and when he doesn't.
But Gaara has strong wind release jutsus that maybe he can use against Crocodile.
Yeah, but what would it do?
So when he uses it against Crocodile and spins him up and fucking because Crocodile's sand, but he turns him into a sandstorm and fucking just like.
Yeah, but then he can separate and just become one of the. He could just form from the sand right here. We're in the desert; it's infinite. He could literally pop up everywhere. How do you even break that apart?
So how do you beat Crocodile, though? You just beat him to death with
hockey. You need water or you need hockey to beat the fuck out of him.
Or you pray to God his sealing jutsu works on him, bro.
You beat the shit out of him. And the sealing jutsu is a great idea, but Mikey made a valid point, is he would just become the thing he's sealed in.
That's what I know.
He can only seal people. Now, here's the thing. You know what would make a difference? And I know this is another hypothetical, but if Gaara had the abilities of the third Kazekage and was able to use the iron sand, this entire shit would be different.
Well, he has magna release, so he could, technically.
No, because he doesn't have control over... He doesn't have... Otherwise, he'd be able to do that shit. He says in Boruto, because his adopted son, it uses it, and he's like, I can't even do that. It's like the only two people in the sand who have ever been able to do that were the third Kazekage and his supposed grandson Shinki.
Oh, iron release is its own thing.
So, but the iron sand thing that comes with that would probably be a solid mimic to ornament hockey, where you turn your body into fucking as hard as metal, and now you're able to hit Crocodile.
Whereas now, if you're able to use the iron release or the magnet release to use iron sand, you're hitting all your sand attacks are metal.
Yeah.
So is that like artificial hockey as well? I mean, it doesn't even matter because he doesn't have that ability. So kind of whack, but
I don't know.
I guess if we were to put Crocodile up against any sand user, the third Kazekage or Shinki might be an issue because they have that, and it would be like an imitation.
You don't think Crocodile could ever like mix anything with his sand?
I don't know. It's never been said. It's never been
supposedly
said.
Now he coats his sand in hockey.
That would, but
so, that doesn't do anything for Gaara.
No,
obviously.
But okay, like that would be his undoing. Mike, tell me if I'm wrong on this. Fucking, that would be his undoing if Crocodile made the mistake to coat his sand in hockey like he was able to learn to do later on in One Piece. Fucking, he would give Gaara the ability to wield sand with hockey in it and would be able to hit him. Because Gaara would, if Gaara is able to also control sand, and Crocodile tries to hit him with some hockey sand to fuck him up,
Gaara could, they could just do that. They could just take sand from each other.
No, but that's what I'm saying though. But if Gaara is able to control sand, which we know, and we're saying that Crocodile's hitting him with a sand attack that has hockey in it, he would just throw it back at him, and now he has hockey sand flying at him, which would which would fucking rip him apart.
Yeah, it would.
That would be his undoing. So basically, there's two ways that Crocodile all realistically loses.
Well, the odds are Crocodile wins.
There's two ways that he. Hold on, we haven't really. Yes, maybe though. Listen, hear me out.
Yes, I think it's the fact that Gaara is still a human. He still breathes air. He is not sand. Like that. Gaara is not sand. Like I think Gaara could definitely pull off a win, but odds are like
how many times out of 100? You think it's going to Crocodile more times? Listen, here's the thing.
Yeah, okay.
The two ways that
I give it 70-30.
That's not bad. The way that he could get beat that we've verified now twice, or two ways that he could get beat that we verified is one by his own move, and the other by his own move.
I think we're very
comes down to Crocodile.
We're underrating Gaara's defense by a lot.
Oh, we are not.
Go ahead. Why?
Because if you're just looking at here, like the sand shield, right? The shield, the sand.
Yep.
Right.
That shit is ass.
It's not ass, dude. Most of Gaara's shit is defensive because of how fast.
He's the ultimate defense.
Like that's the whole thing.
Besides Susanoo,
nobody touches him.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Nobody touches him, and he controls sand. So what do you think a guy made of sand is somehow gonna touch him?
I think Crocodile's stronger than him, bro. I think he's faster than him.
Because
I think the devil fruit, having a devil fruit,
devil fruits are automatically stronger than jutsus.
No, we can't assume that. Unless we want to make that law.
That's what I think.
In the Shedverse.
That's
I don't think that's true.
I think like literally if Crocodile and Gaara were to try to lift as much sand as possible, in the end, Crocodile would have more.
But there's no.
Like, I think that's like. I think the power level is just.
What I know, he makes sandstorms, but what's the evidence of him showing how much sand he can literally hold? Whereas Gaara literally holds a desert worth of sand.
I'm not sure.
Above you know what I mean?
Above a village.
So I don't. I mean.
Well, that's just One Piece for you.
So
like,
what about
sand
clones, right? If we're going to get into jutsus, we're talking about
Crocodile
clones.
Can do that shit.
Crocodile could do clones?
I mean, yeah, most Devil Fruit users who are low gear types can do, like, fucking, what's-his-face can do the string clones, fucking.
Doflamingo.
Yeah, they could do, like, fucking.
Get a lot of powers. Devil Fruits are very versatile.
So that's the thing, too, is with Devil Fruit, and I almost think that maybe we should make this a law of Shedverse. For the most part, Devil Fruits are more powerful than ninjutsu. Because it gives you the power of a master ninjutsu user, if not higher, without any training.
Or chakra. You don't run out of fucking chakra.
Usage.
You don't need hand signs.
Nope, you don't need shit. And it literally makes you a superhuman in every sense of the term, whereas regular humans are wielding chakra and ninjutsu. You know? Like, unfortunately, someone who's a Devil Fruit user is more likely is more fair up against an Otsutsuki. Because or there's something not of this world. They're no longer human. It's almost like that. It's almost like a devil. You know, it might be like a better battle would be Crocodile versus Shikaku. Because Crocodile is now a demon, like he's a devil fruit. He's a power holder. He is sand.
So Gaara with Shukaku, but what if Gaara Prime now with Shukaku?
So that's the thing.
But
Does
he never
Shukaku
had
have
that.
more power than? Yeah, we don't. So that's why it's like almost you almost
I can't argue that with Shukaku because I just don't know.
Because if he was full on Prime, where we're saying he's stronger than he ever was with Shukaku, but he also has Shukaku, and then he could do like perfect transformations and shit like that.
So here's the thing: when Gaara turned, if we brought it back even to the beginning, and he still had Shukaku,
Tailed
and he was
Beast
able to
Bomb.
go Tailed Beast state,
Yeah.
Crocodile would never be able to make contact with him because his molecules in his blood is boiling, and like you're not able to touch his skin. Like the fucking Orochimaru's sword, which would pierce through anything, wasn't even doing anything to Naruto.
Yeah.
You can't even make contact with him. It's just boiling in chakra. So if we changed the ramifications and it was Gaara not in his known prime, but Gaara just with the one tail, he would have access to something that would make him sort of like a Logia user. Like he would then be embodying his devil fruit. He'd be embodying his bijou, his sealed beast.
I think the only difference though is that he doesn't have Shukaku, but he still has every single power that he ever did with Shukaku.
Yeah, but the power that Shukaku could give him is probably the difference between the limit of power he has as a human versus the limit of power that Crocodile has as a fucking sand person.
Yeah.
That sounded bad. As a person.
Person of sand.
Yeah.
Person of the sand.
Yeah. You know?
Man.
Just the way we broke it down. Because, I mean, literally the ways that Crocodile loses is by his own undoing. And the way Gaara loses is by Crocodile doing
it's the power difference
that he has his own. Like, you know, it's like Gaara doesn't need to fuck up for Crocodile to lose.
As an adult, Gaara's prowess had grown to the point where he could hold his own against opponents of the Otsutsuki clan.
He did.
So if you're saying that a Crocodile is like an Otsutsuki, Gaara easily
can hold his own, but he lost.
Yeah, Gaara definitely.
No, he held his own.
Otsutsuki's beat Crocodile.
Possibly, but
or no, then if Otsutsukis can't beat Crocodile, then Crocodile beats everybody in Naruto.
That's not necessarily true because Otsutsukis get beat by people in Naruto,
by Naruto
and Sasuke and Sakura and Kakashi with 2 Mangekyo Sharingans.
Yeah, but a lot like.
So, but that's all I'm saying, dude. And first of all, other people do get beat. Other people beat Otsutsukis in fucking Boruto too. Gaara holds his own, but gets fucked up like 3 times by Otsutsuki and fucking Boruto. So if we're gonna go by a numbers game,
can stand up to Otsutsuki's number.
Oh yeah, why not?
Because they can't touch him.
What would they be?
But he would use Renegon
one reason.
abilities.
Well, no, because
they just use Renegon abilities.
Here's the power of the. They don't all have Renegon abilities.
Yeah, they do. Every Otsutsuki I thought has a Renegon.
No. I think
they're all born with Byakugans. I know that.
Yes. But they don't all have Renegon abilities. They all have different abilities of the Renegon, and a lot of Renegon abilities are dependent on chakra because they come from the Ten Tails. So that being said, nothing that fucking Crocodile uses is chakra. And that's literally why that's literally why the Toad had to teach Haguramo how to use nature energy. Is because nature energy is basically what infinite, Crocodile is. Crocodile basically is that.
It's basically infinite.
So it's essentially the chakra force of a Otsutsuki versus a sand sage.
Yeah.
So it's like fucking, like that is comparable. And if we're playing a numbers game, Crocodile might win a decent amount of those.
And just if you think about it in like,
I think 70-30 might be unfair. I think it might be 60-40.
In One Piece terms, he's like top 7 strongest dudes in the One Piece world, right?
Crocodile? No,
because like the warlord's kind of like besides like
known at the time when he's a warlord, he's known to people as a very powerful like person. But then as you like, he's
if you're
definitely
a warlord,
not,
nobody really beats you.
Not true. The emperors beat you for sure. The 4 emperors would beat you if you were a warlord. Admirals. The what? The 3 admirals from the navy would beat you. But besides that, maybe a vice admiral. But not really. Like they're probably in the top. If you're a warlord, you're definitely in the top 20 active like fucking fighters.
Oh, you're like that. But that's just there's so many characters in One Piece, bro. Yeah.
But also like to be a warlord too, it's just because you made like a beneficial alignment with the military that benefited both parties.
Oh,
so it might not necessarily be strength.
Yeah,
it might be like a strategic
connections.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
But that being said, How are we calling this?
Tough, dude. I don't know.
What does the internet say? Let's see what the internet says.
All right, let's look at some internet.
To end the video, let's see what the internet says.
I think the internet went both ways.
So, all right, so this was the first thing that comes up.
That's ass. That's not true.
It said,
okay, just let everyone be, man. What the?
This comes from CBR.com. We'll check it out. We'll see what they look like. Yeah. But they're saying, while Crocodile may be able to withstand and endure direct attacks exponentially, Gaara is much more proficient in avoiding them altogether. He can accomplish this through a number of means, including sand clones, shields, and even the ability to fly into the air.
But those are all things that Crocodile can do.
See, it's bullshit.
So wait, so
do you want to check the website?
No. Let's just run through. We don't got to credit everyone, but let's see what some. Quora is a good one, or Reddit would probably be a good.
Who would win in a fight?
Does Crocodile control all sand? Actually, yep. Let's see what that says.
Crocodile letting enemy attacks pass through his sand body. This fruit allows the user to generate, control, and transform into large quantities of sand.
Yeah, but
so should I read? You want to read it?
I think that's pretty much going to be the answer. But
so that means he cannot control sand, though. That's going to be a huge difference.
Wait. See what it says.
I was trying to read that.
The Logia type devil fruit that allows the user to create, control, and transform into sand at will, turning the user into a sand human. It was eaten by the former warlord of the sea crocodile, Mr. Zero. Power of the fruits finally shown in a battle between Crocodile and Poo Poo's crew.
Poo.
So it resembled. Oh, go up real quick. It resembled. Nope, that's just a type of fruit. All right, yeah, go ahead. Strengths. Pat, you want to read it?
This fruit allows the user to generate, control, and transform into large quantities of sand. Okay, we know that. Once transformed into their element, the user can let normal physical attacks and non-sea stone projectiles pass through their body to prevent harm. Non-sea stone.
Yes.
So Gaara could go grab some rocks from the ocean and just...
Sea stones?
Does Gaara have earth release?
Yeah.
So if Gaara was able to pull sand or stones from the ocean, he would be able to defeat Crocodile.
Okay, that's another way.
But they're in the desert, so what desert? Is there any deserts? Is there any coastal deserts?
Well, we didn't specify a coastal desert.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, we're not doing it.
Well, it makes sense in One Piece, though, but not for the... Well, actually, there's a lot... Naruto has a lot of ocean.
There is. But that being said, I think that we said no water necessarily.
No water, we did say that.
Because obviously that's... Well, that is a huge part of it, that's his weakness.
Yeah, it's also right here, it says, or fly around by transforming their lower body into jets of flowing sand. So that right there, him and Gaara can both fly. Yeah. So that just negates that.
Yep.
And then it says massive advantage in defense and mobility, which they both have.
Extremely proficient in exactly the same thing.
Sand also becomes user's primary form of offense, manifesting itself in the form of sand blades. Yep. They come in various sizes. They
literally
both do that.
Same thing.
So the thing is,
techniques farther strengthen in power and range in a desert setting where sand is abundant and can blend itself with the user's own sand to increase the scope of attacks.
Yeah. So, but also it doesn't say the. So it says to generate, control, and transform into large quantities of sand. So that means technically his body can become way more sand than the weight of what he was as a human.
Oh, definitely. He could become the thing that Gaara is holding above the city.
That's what... But we don't know what
that doesn't mean that Gaara can't control that because he is sand.
I mean, he can't.
Okay, so right here, he's immune to cave-ins.
And he can
easily escape from underground by turning themselves and the solid rock around them into sand. Moreover, Crocodile can detect other substances located within sand like underground rivers. Use it to his advantage by making quicksand traps, which would be his fucking downfall. So
Crocodile wins.
Logia type fruits that can naturally counteract his weakness, becoming even stronger in desert areas where water is almost absent.
But which 100%. Gaara is also stronger.
So the main weakness is liquid. Let's see if is there any other. No, there's nothing besides.
What if Gaara starts to bleed? And then he starts fucking him up.
Because he has blood on
his blood on his knuckles.
There's not going to be that much blood.
What if he goes to his sand and he fucking rubs his knuckles on his sand?
Dude, Gaara's a nut. Dude, yo, he might. If he
might be bleeding. He's going to be bleeding.
Blood you need, bro?
He's going to be bleeding because he's a beast.
You need a lot of fucking blood.
If he pops, Luffy used it.
Luffy beat him with blood.
Okay.
Start off with, bro. Okay, he survived it with blood.
He survived them with blood. The third
I think the fact that he's in the desert, he's not even Gaara's not going to punch Crocodile.
No, but if Crocodile broke his sand armor and then gave him a little fucking, boo boo, then.
And then he went like this.
And covered both his knucks in that shit and was like.
Or put blood in his sand.
Blood in the sand.
Blood in the sand.
He already has, his gourd has blood in the sand.
Oh. Because he's been killing people
his whole life.
But it's not wet though.
He might have blood in the sand.
It is. It has blood in it. He literally it soaks up all the blood. You don't know.
It's dried up.
Could you look that up?
If what?
Could you see if Gaara's sand is soaked in blood?
It's not wet sand. It's not wet sand.
But if it has blood in it, then it's liquid.
Dry blood, bro.
What is dried blood? Oh, you might be right. Unless he recently killed someone right beforehand. Just beforehand, he killed someone. You don't know that.
Does Gaara's sand have blood?
What? He uses blood for the sand coffin.
No, he gets blood from yeah. He
when he grabs you.
That's how he gets the blood.
Yeah, so he wouldn't be able to do that to Croc though.
No.
Can Gaara's sand be absorbed? No. What is Gaara's sand? Whatever. That's probably a bad way I searched it.
Probably.
But he does. Due to the number of people Gaara's killed, his sand smells of blood.
Yeah, but it's not wet though. It's just.
But it has blood in it.
But it's dried up.
Yeah, but if it fucking
dried blood's not wet. Pat makes a point. It's dried. It's valid. It's valid. I validate.
No, but it has iron in it.
Yeah, but that's.
And now he's got hockey.
Now he's got hockey.
Nah, dude. But if he just decided to kill somebody and use the blood, boom.
Then that changes the setting.
It's in the middle of the desert. So
that's why I think though why you.
What
have
if
to,
he crushes his hand fast enough to get Crocodile? Boom, gets.
What if he crushes his own hand and makes blood in the fucking sand?
We can't weave signs.
He wouldn't need to
weave signs.
Gaara doesn't barely weave signs.
He has
ever.
sand manipulation.
He only weaves signs for sealing. What?
For his big moves he does.
Yeah, for sealing.
And he weaves signs for his fucking sand bullets and shit.
Hardly.
No, he do.
Hardly. Most of the time he just puts his hand out.
Oh.
But we're also talking about when he's just controlling sand.
That's valid. Okay, so that's another way though that Gaara could win. All right, if he hurt himself,
but he would have to figure it out. Is he smart enough?
Absolutely,
I think so.
He's fucking smart as shit. So that being said, though, that's why you can't say 70-30. I think you have to say 60-40.
Okay, 60-40.
So maybe Crocodile's 40% chance.
No, bro, you're tweaking.
Yo, we're literally arguing why Gaara is beating Crocodile this whole time.
No.
We're arguing how we're coming up with bullshit ways how Gaara.
We just came up with all the ways Gaara would beat Crocodile.
How he could beat Crocodile, bro. We already know Crocodile's clapping Gaara's
Tell me all the ways Crocodile beats Gaara.
If he's
the fact that Gaara's a human, bro, the fact that he's a human, bro, he fucks him up to the point where he's like dead, bro.
But how?
Gaara could run out of energy.
I think Crocodile's, he could run out of chakra, bro. He could run out of energy.
Okay, so we're talking about 3 days later.
I think Crocodile's fast enough
3 days later.
I think Crocodile's fast enough to get close enough to Gaara to get some physical attacks in.
That's debatable that he's fast enough. Because there's nothing that I don't know, dude. There's nothing that can touch him in the Naruto universe. Naruto is about speed. There's a lot of speed in Naruto. So you're saying Crocodile's faster than everybody in Naruto?
No. Or maybe he's saying that. I'm saying, though, the reason why we're coming up with all the ways that Gaara could beat Crocodile is because Gaara doesn't have hockey, so there's no way for him to actually.
But we haven't come up with the ways that Crocodile beats Gaara.
No, it is. It's basically he's able to
hit Gaara.
He's able to.
Yes, he can.
If he's no.
We haven't been able to say that he did. We agree that he can't hit him. That was how we based it on.
If he's able to control the sand, then he would be able to take him. If he
can overpower Gaara's control of the sand. So they would have to go fight over the control of the sand.
That would work both ways is what we're saying.
So you're saying that Crocodile is significantly stronger than Gaara?
Yes.
How?
No.
Because Crocodile was a human before he ate the fruit. Yep. Gaara was born with chakra because
Gaara can run out of chakra, bro. Gaara can run out of chakra. Simple as that. All right. Even if they can't overpower each other's sand, they're duking it out, bro. There's gonna come to a point where Gaara can't move sand.
If you're going to 12
Gaara
rounds,
no sand is
so you're saying if it goes to a stalemate, then eventually Crocodile will beat him.
A long fight, Crocodile wins.
So maybe it's not a 60-40, maybe it's a fucking 55-45. Like, it literally is like, in a lot of ways, there's certain, like, Crocodile's fighting techniques that he's shown to use are also the ways that he would lose. So that's shown. His techniques, fighting styles, are ways that he would get dropped by Gaara. That being said, there's a lot of ways that he could drop Gaara, and all it would have to do would be a fucking a marathon match.
But also, if you're gonna, can we compare opponents? I guess because Crocodile's fought in pretty much everybody in.
No, not everybody,
but a lot of tough dudes.
He fucking went up against quite a few.
Gaara's also
because
fought
those
really
motherfuckers
tough
have
dudes.
hockey
Definitely.
and Gaara doesn't.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I know it's tough though. But you're saying that Gaara couldn't learn hockey?
No one's saying that. No one's also saying that.
I'm just
What if Crocodile learned ninjutsu?
I know.
But
because they probably
He basically does know Gaara's jutsu.
They both have sand manipulation.
Well, he ate a fruit to give him jitsu, which is what Naruto did.
That
I
doesn't
think
run out of
Kaguya
chakra
ate a
unless you
fruit
don't
that
need
gave
hand
her
signs for it.
chakra. She ate the fruit to get chakra.
But I think that the overall power of someone who has a devil fruit is beating someone who used to have a bijou. I think the match would go to Gaara if Prime Gaara
with bijou.
If Prime Gaara with Shikaku was the argument, I don't think that Crocodile would have a way to beat him.
Because
there'd be no
you
way
think
that
it's
he'd be able to beat the tailed beast state.
The way that Naruto does full Nine Tails transformation.
But how is the tailed
Like
beast
ill
state
shit.
going to beat Crocodile?
Because think about 8.
Well, that would give him almost unlimited chakra.
Or
so
Killer
he
Bee.
would he would be able to go against someone who has almost
but when he's in the tailed beast state, he's like tweaking out.
Yeah, but
No, I'm saying
it's fucking almost unlimited.
A Prime Gaara as a perfect Jinchuriki. Like when he was Prime Gaara, if he would have kept Shikaku, he would have became not like Naruto or like Killer Bee, I think.
Yeah,
with
top notch.
Shikaku.
Probably higher than Killer Bee because
they had
he has natural sand manipulation and the will of his mother. It makes him one step higher than
because Killer Bee became the friend of the Bijus. Like he's the closest anyone ever has, but Shikaku with the sand, all that would make Gaara, I think, stronger.
I think so too.
But Gaara would be able to literally do full transformation into Shikaku, but be conscious.
And I do think that
I mean?
the only that difference maker though would just flip the numbers to 55-45. I don't think it's making it a fucking blowout. But I think
how about this though?
it's not a blowout.
I think that if he was able to go stamina 12 rounds with Crocodile and they were both able to last the stamina, there's more ways for Gaara to win.
If Gaara hits Crocodile with Tail Beast Bomb.
No, because we
Gaara
can't say
done?
that's hockey. That's like the Tail Beast Bomb might go right through him.
But I'm saying, do you think it does? Do you think he just evades it?
There's literally no way to tell.
I know.
We're in the Shedverse.
We are on the show.
So then it hits him.
Maybe.
No,
it
turns him to nuclear glass, dude.
Oh, the heat of it would turn into glass.
Yeah, he would turn to glass, and he can't control glass.
Yeah, but he's in the desert, so he's just out. He's dipping.
Wait, hold on.
He's dipping.
Fuck. Lightning. He fucking strikes fucking Crocodile with lightning and turns him to
That's not
fucking
one of his
glass.
jutsus, though.
Lightning release.
But he doesn't have that jutsu. Just because he has a release doesn't mean that he uses it.
We'll find one that he uses it.
He doesn't.
Exploding sand boulder.
Different.
Fuck.
Yeah. All right, dude. I think
I do think that I still don't see how Gaara beats him though.
The way that,
but we can agree to disagree, obviously.
The way we said
I don't see that Crocodile. It definitely beats him.
I'm saying if they fought mad times, if they fought 100 times,
you have to pick one or the other.
I'm saying if they fought 100 times, I think Crocodile might take them 55 times out of, or maybe even 51. Like, you know what I'm saying?
51 to 49.
You know what I'm saying?
Tough.
Like,
all right.
Just because he has the stamina, like,
so it's a flip of a coin. Well, the stamina, but okay, fine, all right. But what's the evidence that Crocodile just fights forever and ever and ever?
Well, he has.
Why can he fight for infinity?
It's the fact that he doesn't need.
Why? But he has stamina. He can get. He can have wear and tear on his body.
But his body
he just fights forever with 100% power.
Well, there's very limited wear and tear Crocodile can get on his body.
So Crocodile can fight with 100% power for infinite time.
No. What the thing is though, is Mike, when Gaara runs out of stamina, he can't control sand anymore. The only thing he has is the will of his mom's shit, right? When Crocodile runs out of energy, just because he's not able to maybe be at 100% power, his body is still sand and he's still able to control sand. Like, that doesn't leave. Like, that's the ability.
You don't think it will slow his ability down?
Yeah, it might.
Maybe slower or weaker?
Maybe.
It's the same thing with Gaara.
But then you're facing someone who can't use sand.
Yeah, Gaara can get to a point where he can't use jutsu.
Gaara versus Deidara still held the whole entire sand while he was weak and he was dying.
But when you got to the point,
chakra. He had chakra.
But at full chakra, he could control enough sand to probably fucking the whole entire fucking desert.
Yeah, but eventually
he had no chakra. He was already dead. He passed out from no chakra, and he controlled the whole shit. So now full chakra, Gaara going right up against him, prime.
They're gonna duke it out, and eventually
make your little cute little sandstorm. Here's
that's not his only
I'm gonna
move.
make the pyramid shit the size like to the clouds.
What's that gonna do?
I mean, with the fucking, whatever.
That's tough because he might be able to just control
all of the sand. That Crocodile's like, all right, I'm going to use this sand. And Gaara can be like, nope, that's all my sand.
Yeah, but it could be the other way around too.
Like,
that's why we can't argue that.
But why is he stronger than him?
No, we're not saying it could be. We can't.
Yeah, we don't know.
Crocodile gets beat by weak Luffy.
All I'm saying though, that's with
Luffy,
water involved.
Luffy would beat Gaara.
No.
Now weak.
Yo, chill. There's no water involved, so that's irrelevant.
But blood is involved.
Possibly. There's ways that he can beat Crocodile.
100%.
But if you went down 100 fights and it did come to stamina, because when they're both out of energy, Gaara, all he has is his hands and no haki, so he still can't touch Crocodile.
So you're saying the way that every legendary person died in Naruto because they ran out of chakra. That's how Gaara.
That happens a lot.
That's how he would die.
Yeah,
and that's why
I can
55 versus.
So Gaara would, if it went to a stalemate, Gaara would have to lose.
51-49. What are we agreeing on here? 51-49.
I think Gaara beats him in a fight, and you guys are saying that if it went to a stalemate, then
you can't agree on that. You can't.
I agree on that.
Yeah,
but I think that Gaara just beats him. And you guys are going, I agree with you, Mike, but if they go to a stalemate.
But the only way that Gaara could really beat him is like
he would just kill him. Crocodile can't be killed. Either he can't be killed or Gaara kills him.
You can't touch him.
If he can't be killed, then he beats everybody.
No, because there's
like Naruto.
No, because if there's water involved, if there was any water involved, if Crocodile did a move that gave Gaara the opportunity by making him bleed or by accessing water, then he would get fucked.
Definitely happen in a fight
if he used the moves that we've seen him use in One Piece. But that's not saying that he definitely would.
Would it make believe moves?
No, he would just use he could just literally
Sandcloth and Gaara.
No, he could evade. If literally Floyd Mayweathered Gaara until Gaara ran out of chakra, and
that's what I'm saying. Gaara has to run out of chakra to lose,
or he ran out of.
That's what you're saying. But in a fight, hand-to-hand fight, the only way Gaara loses is because he runs out of chakra, and then Crocodile wins.
No.
That's what you said. The only way is Gaara runs out of chakra.
The only way.
No, or if Crocodile's strong enough or fast enough, like they say in there, to go through his thing. But we can't say that. It's comparatively. But
that's what we're arguing, dude. No, Gaara's way stronger than Crocodile.
But we're throwing strength and
that's
speed in the way they describe him there is that he's just as fast, if not faster, than Gaara's. That being said, he might be, if they're in an all-desert setting and he's able to teleport as fast as flying Raijin, then he would be able to get past
but the ultimate defense was just as fast as that, I think. Because
it wasn't because it was slower than Susanoo, too. Susanoo's the only defense that's faster than Gaara's thing, and fucking the fastest shit is flying Raijin.
Or, I don't know, because the only thing that really, because like 7 gates... All right, well, I don't know. Rock Lee was only 5 gates when he did it, or was he 7 gates?
I don't know.
When he busted through the sand defense. Because that was the only thing, and that's like it's almost as fast as you can get besides
I don't think he opened any gates. I think he just had his fucking weights off.
No, but then he opened gates for sure.
Oh, he did?
I mean, I think it was only 5. I think it was only the 5th gate.
I don't think he did right there. I think he learned later how to open the gates.
No, because he fought Sasuke with the gate and opened the gate on him. That was right before Chunin, I thought. No,
he fucking he unleashed the Lotus on him because it's a lethal technique.
But now you have to open the 5th gate to do Lotus.
I don't think so. This is whatever.
All right, fine. We'll talk about that.
So what are we calling it? Are we calling it stalemate?
Call it for sure.
Are we calling it stalemate or are we calling it what are we doing right
We already knew
it's
from when we started this podcast where it was going, and it ended the same way.
It did. But we're trying. We tried.
We tried.
And I'm on the fence the whole time. I tried to play devil's advocate for both sides.
We tried.
But I think the 2 versus 1, it's helpful that we have 3 people here. Because the 2 versus 1 vote goes.
It's not. Because
51-49.
All right, fine.
51-49 Crocodile over there.
Agreeable.
The Shed says Crocodile.
You guys want to do plugs?
Mike Nice CT. Everywhere. You already know. Ship is burning. New music. All the new shit. Look at the Shed Network, dude. We're killing it. And everything else. New music always coming out.
Pickle Pat the Thinker, a.k.a. Street Meat. Feel me? Pickle Pat the Thinker on Instagram. Follow the Shed Network. Mike said burning ship. Tune in.
Yeah.
Sir.
It's your boy Sid_Floyd on everything. Go follow me. Go follow the other podcasts on the network. Sports Schmorts, Shedcast. Got a bunch of new music on the way with Mike, and Village Hidden in the Shed is popping off. This is the first episode of season 2. We're going to be continuing season 1 on Naruto Shippuden and possibly opening another one into the books pretty soon. So stay tuned and catch us at Comic-Con 2022 NYC.
Yeah, sexy bitches.
That's right. Gaara's the best. Date bio.
Few moments later.
But Gaara controls all sand.
So can Crocodile.
No, only
yes, he can. He can control, do nothing. There's nothing Gaara can do that Crocodile can't do. There's nothing
except
Gaara,
for all those jutsus.
Except for the ceiling.
Sand bullet. What if he just popped up in his head?
Crocodile
he can't do
it. Wouldn't even hit that.
You're saying he can?
You tell me he can do it,
You're
please.
saying he can
He
because he did it already?
He can't.
Because he did it? Did he do it?
What, sand bullet? Yeah, it's like a move. Yeah, it's fucking
Alright,
hits you
I'm
with
sorry,
sand.
He don't gotta go, and then that shit go, brrr. No, Crocodile's already like that, bro.
Right,
He's already on your ass, bro.
so
There's
can Crocodile control Gaara?
No, because he's
But Gaara can control Crocodile, right?
The only argument
Gaara can control Crocodile.
you think you can say this is because he's saying
But nobody can touch Gaara. And Gaara can control Crocodile. So he grabs Crocodile no matter what he's doing.
He can't get
He's sand. His whole body's sand.
Just because he has jutsus and chakra.
But can Crocodile go from human?
Crocodile.
Can Crocodile go from human form to sand, or is he always sand?
What do you mean? Like
if he's always sand, then Gaara can always control him no matter what.
No, he can't. That's an individual,
yes, he
bro.
can.
He has his own powers. He controls his
But
own
Gaara
sand.
controls sand and grabs his head and separates his head, grabs his leg, separates his leg,
Crocodile
and goes good
sand
luck.
too. And
He separates him.
What if Gaara tries to
But
grab
Gaara's
his
a
sand?
human. He can't control Gaara.
I know that. That's what I'm saying.
So that's why Gaara has advantage.
Controls sand too, bro. That's just
Same reason why Luffy has an advantage because he's rubber. He's a real person.
Bro, if anything, bro, Gaara tries to control the sand that Crocodile is. Crocodile's not gonna let that happen.
Yes. He's not gonna let it happen.
He can control sand.
Good for him.
Gaara,
he has no choice. He has no choice. It's gonna happen.
No,
he can't just say it's not.
Gaara's just not gonna be fighting.
Yes, he will. Why?
Bro,
your body's sand? No, this is me. I control sand.
You're assuming Gaara's stronger than Crocodile, but you don't know that.
But you don't know that Crocodile's stronger than Gaara.
Bro, I'm not. But you're
okay,
saying
then. So we're at the same crossroads.
Bro.
All right, so we meet each other for the first time, and I'm like, "Yo, I control sand. What do? My body's sand." I go, "Oh, easy, easy peasy, easy peasy."
Fucking work.
And I go,
"Want to fight?"
And I rearrange your body.
You want to fight about it?
This is what you do.
Not how it works,
and I turn you into a tornado.
It's not how it works, bro.
And you go,
it's like this, bro.
You're like the Wicked Witch of the West.
Crocodile
water. Melting. Melting, dude. You melt from water. You melt from water.
Bro.
Okay, fine. Does water melt Gaara? Does water melt? Okay, fine. If it's raining.
Obviously,
Gaara versus Crocodile in the rain.
Thank you, Captain Obvious, bro. What kind of bullshit?
Oh, so he can lose in the rain?
Yes.
Oh, so he's weak as fuck. He's weak as fuck because it's raining. He loses.
Yes, bro.
What if it rained? What if Gaara's like, yo, I'm gonna fuck you up? Oh, it's raining.
In the desert, bro. It ain't gonna fucking rain.
It doesn't matter. But if it did rain,
then Crocodile would lose, bro. 100%.
That sucks. So he's weak. What if there? So he wins.
He has a weakness.
So if it just by happens a little bit stormy and there's some.
If it's not water, bro,
okay, fine. Okay, fine. A fog rolls in and it's got some moisture. He loses over a fog that rolls in.
I don't think it works like that, bro.
Yeah, because moisture.
I don't think it works like that.
As soon as there's moisture.
Okay, it's moisture, bro.
Valid.
We're in a desert, bro.
He can't move. Oh, fog. Fog.
We're in a hot desert, bro.
Yeah.
Where's the fog coming from?
Okay, yeah, but I'm saying, okay, but if we were gonna go 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3 fights.
In the desert,
yes.
Maybe
but
Crocodile, maybe 51 out of 49 beats him in the desert. Anywhere else, Gaara wins easily because it might rain.
But Crocodile,
it could rain.
Crocodile doesn't melt in the rain.
But water makes him hittable.
Yes.
So when water's on his body, then Gaara can hit him.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah.
But I'm saying, so just in, I'm not saying that, rain is not a crazy thing. It's just a thing that happens randomly.
Yes.
And if it just happens to rain, now Crocodile stinks.
Yes.
That sucks. You suck as a character. If it just happens to rain, you stink. If it rains, Gaara's the same guy. If it snows, guess what? Same person.
We know
if it
that,
snows
bro.
What if it snows on Crocodile?
Can't touch Crocodile, bro.
And Crocodile can't touch Gaara.
Yes, he can, bro.
How?
Because he's fast, bro.
So was everybody.
Guard's defense is not fast enough to stop Crocodile in a desert.
Proven. Yes, it is.
How's it proven?
His ultimate defense by Mother's Will can block everything. It blocked Rock Lee, but Rock Lee was strong enough to bust through it. But it blocked it. It blocked it, but Crocodile was not proven to bust through it.
What's to say that he can't?
What's to say he can't?
Exactly. Lefty, you're assuming things like Gaara can control his sand.
Yes, of course he can control all sand.
No, he can't.
He can control all sand.
Crocodile's an individual with his own powers.
With sand.
Not gonna
I can control sand in your body's sand.
A crocodile can control sand.
What if I can control water and you're Sugetsu, right? I can control water, and then you turn to water, and I go, ooh, you're water, and I control you.
And
that's the same thing. Gaara controls Crocodile.
Who's to say that?
It would work.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Because you control the element of it.
But you're your own individual person with your own powers, bro.
But you ate the devil fruit.
You're controlling someone who also controls the same element. If they control the same element as you're controlling, therefore they control their own body,
Not the same way. Gaara never turns to sand.
It's not like Crocodile has nothing to do with his body. If Gaara's trying to take his sand, Crocodile's not going to be like, okay, here you go. No, bro. He controls sand too,
Why do you think he has a choice?
You think Gaara's overpowering Crocodile?
Yeah, he just takes his leg. Oh, you like sand? See ya.
It's not like that.
Why?
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 Because he has his own
What if he turned... I wish I said this in the podcast. What if he turns Crocodile into the seal? What if he uses Crocodile and turns himself into the own seal that he's sealed in? Boom. Turns the seal paper bombs. Go ahead. Boom. Bah. See ya. You're now your little pyramid. And you sit there right in the middle of Konoha.
He is sand. He is sand, bro.
Yeah, so he turns himself into the fucking seal.
Crocodile's gonna be right there saying,
the seal is
sand. You are goofy. I am sand, bro.
But why couldn't the second...
in a desert, bro.
Why couldn't the second